tonight.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Oh, good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Ball again. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Touchdown, Saints! A great effort there. 43 yards. And the Saints are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. A man who played collegiately here in Louisiana, Elijah Mitchell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. Of course, he's coming off that monster game in their wild card victory, but that's his first catch here in the divisional round. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. First down, here's Mitchell to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 17-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground is Mitchell. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Elijah Mitchell, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run with Hall. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. These two teams all tied after one. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Quick throw, fighting Mike Evans. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
He'll look to throw.
Screen play, setting it up for Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
He'll drop to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll look to throw again. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Back to throw again. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now back to throw.
Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's swung out wide to Harris.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Well, the Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man complete. That's Richards.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And a completion to Wilson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So it's 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. But I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us, let us go for it. We'll see if that bears a problem for them moving forward in this game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So
a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter.
And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing 2nd half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs. But when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Second and 3. Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's taken to the 26. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big-time play there for New Orleans.
45 yards.
I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
They'll run with Hall.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Breece Hall.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
"35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. They find some open field here. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Good short hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on. No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 50 yards. Rushing for him now to this point. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On third down, here's Hall. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Saints are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The throw over the middle taken in. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Looking to throw. It's caught. Cooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Second and 4. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Straight ahead is Hall. Takes it to about the 37.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this is